of the White Rock Legion that we're going to be playing.
Wow, nice.
Jay, I've known you for a long time. We're Toronto guys. We live in like Mississauga and Burlington, but close enough. We're Toronto-centered guys, and here you are. You're reaching into British Columbia, and really, we talk about going across the country. You can't go much further from Toronto to BC unless you're out in the East Coast. So this really represents a big step for what you've done for inclusion, and we've known each other for years and years. It must mean a lot for you not just to take those steps, but to take them with the people we're talking to now, the Invictus Games. We're talking not just about inclusion for disabled Canadians, but veterans as well. What else could you ask for at this point, Jay?
Really, thank you for setting that up, Bilal. And I tell you what, for me personally, because I do too have an incurable illness, that I don't really think about it. I don't really think about what I'm doing. I just get in the car and go, because if I think about it, I'll probably break down. So I don't think about it. I just keep on going. And to go out to expand to British Columbia out of Toronto is such an honor, and I have such a great team, like for what Tara was saying, and with Big Records and Hive Music at Barrie down in San Francisco, and Richie and all of his team with Kurt. So it's such a team effort, but for us to get out of the province of Ontario, to get the big spotlight of the Invictus Games, have some Invictus representatives show up. Can I set up the evening for the February 2nd? Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
So basically what it is, it's going to be a $10 ticket entry, either in person, and we have the Hive Music, which is a very elaborate, high-profile, high-technology streaming service. And the whole goal is to have a pilot program for the veterans regarding our Digital Ventures media program. So help veterans. We're going to hopefully have 4 Canadians and 2 American veterans in the pilot. And the whole job is to help them transition from the battlefield to the classroom, gain a new skill in media, and get them a job, right? So among that evening, we're also going to have a slew of musicians courtesy of Big Records, Mark and Tim and Tara and the whole crew, Shailene, Special Agent Sunshine, Fraser Newcomb, the whole crew. I'm probably missing a few. We're also going to have a silent auction. We're going to have a live auction. We're going to have speeches. Hopefully we're going to have the mayor of White Rock there. We're going to have some MPs, MPPs, the ministry. So it's really gaining steam. But to have us on the show today is just so important. Like, we can showcase this and we can shoot out this link and thank our sponsors, Purebred. I want to thank you guys out there, and I want to thank the hotel change. What's the hotel change, Tar?
Yeah. Well, we actually have a sponsor right here, right now. This is Blue Line Sheet Metal, and they're sponsoring us as they love the veterans as well. We've got PHI Hotels, we've got Surrey Farms, we've got the Revolving Tower Restaurant in Vancouver, and we're just so grateful and we're just so fortunate that these wonderful businesses are here to support our cause. I mean, it's just heartwarming to have all these people come together. And Jay, you and I have been working on this idea. This isn't just brand new. We've been working on this idea probably since we met, which is probably, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
And so I'm just really excited that this dream is finally becoming a reality. And as you mentioned, there's lots of people that are out there that have got disabilities. Maybe it's not a visible disability, but there is a disability and there's a challenge that they're trying to overcome. And so the Disability Channel is really critical to helping people actually turn anything negative into an ability rather than a disability. So it's all about creating abilities, right? Because quite often when there's a disability, there is a hidden ability that's even more amazing than you could ever imagine, right?
Love it.
I'm a survivor of cancer, and they told me 30 years ago I had 6 months. And here I am 30 years later after the 6 months. So I'm a believer too, right? So thank you guys, because you change the world with everything that you're doing. You know, if you can change one person's mind one time, you can change a lifetime. Thank you.
We are in
Thank you.
conversation with Tara Kai Maines. She is a social media influencer and musician. I'll get to it, I promise. Jay Stoyan, he's the founder of the Disability Channel. And Richie Onori. Richie, I know you don't have a voice today. And look, this is the best interview you could ever not have a voice for, because I basically have 4 minutes with you guys before I have to move on to something else. But very quickly, and you can give us the Cole's Notes version of this, can you share a story from your musical career? And please don't give us any more of your voice than you have to. It can be a one-liner, but hit us with something.
I'm fine to talk. Okay, I'm really grateful to be on the show. Jay, in with the work you guys are doing, amazing. Congratulations, by the way. So thank you for bringing this to it, and I look to support it and really blow this up. The stories go. There's so many. You know, touring with Journey was sweet. I mean, different things we've done in Canada. We just recently did a Toronto show at the Sobe Stadium. It's just phenomenal with Bachman Turner. So we do Canada a lot. We're coming up to the River Korea in Edmonton, and then we'll be at Tabor, and then we're in Vancouver, coming right up on August 10th at Cranbrook. But besides that, the shows, I have such a love for Canada, and there is so much, the people in Canada, so many experiences from the Canadian people. They're so genuine. We have to support Jay, what he's doing. We're going to be working together back and forth across the borders to bring the Canadian legions, the American legions, the connections we've done, how we work together, how we connect the dots now. It's important that we've got the veterans' backs, the anniversary for ADA is such a big thing. I want to tell all the people that have suffered out there, they need more help. And we are the boots on the ground. It's time that we take the chance and bring this home. Because with the work that we do, this is a great opportunity.
I want to talk to you, Tara, about your background, not just as this great social media influencer, but as a musician. And I'm speaking to you as someone who hosts a show, produces it, operates other shows. Like, people can contain multitudes. So as someone who constantly struggles with, well, you think of me this way, but I also do this thing and I do this thing, I would be remiss if I didn't give you a chance to speak to your interdisciplinaries and how, we have an amazing team I'm talking to. Something tells me you might be the most complete part of that team. Sorry, Richie and Jay. Just my guess here.
I just really want to thank Richie, Jay, and yourself, Bilal Vakani. It's just my dream to be here. I am so excited and so enthusiastic to be here. I'm a survivor of cancer, and my story about surviving cancer is actually I had to find my voice. I always wanted to sing. I played saxophone for years. I played saxophone since I was 14 years old. But the key to my healing was actually turning my life around and becoming a singer-songwriter. And, I started writing when I was sick, and it changed my life in a way that never I could imagine. And it just tells you about that magic about happiness and about happiness and life and joy that, when you feel that happiness, joy, life, you actually can cure yourself, right? Well, also, I do believe in God, and I do believe in Guru, and I do believe in whatever you want to call him. I believe that there is one creator and that we are all one community. And what we do for one another in this one community, it changes and it creates and it shapes our destiny forever, right? And so I believe that if we help one another, we create stronger communities. And when we help one another and we create stronger communities, we actually create a better life for ourselves. So why not, right? So my songs I write from the heart. Each one of the songs have got like a little bit of a twist and a little bit of a turn positive. So maybe you might have had gone down this negative road, but here's a change in going forward. And I'm really grateful. I just released a song on Friday, actually. It's called Paris. And because I'm Canadian, I like to try singing in different languages. So this one is a French-English fusion with an Italian producer and our French lady, JDP3, or Jenny Duam, also from Big Records. And the third voice on it is the saxophone, and it's my first time that I've actually been able to sing through the saxophone. I'm just so thrilled and so excited to be part of this musical journey with Jay. And I can't even believe that I'm talking to somebody from Sweden, Journey, and I'm talking to Bilal Vakani. Like, I just can't believe that I'm sitting here. I'm just like, wow, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for having me be part of this.
There's only one rock star here, and he lost his voice before we got started. Jay, running out of time very quickly here. I just want to give you another chance to shout everything out. I know you're always working on other stuff, so let us know what's confirmed. I know there's probably 7 things that are hypothetically going to happen in the future, so don't spoil anything for anyone, but what you can tell us for sure before we go.
I won't. So first of all, I just want to thank everybody for supporting our event February 2nd. You can go to www.thedisabilitychannel.ca. You can go to our Facebook page. You can go to Big Records. You can go to Hive Music. Click the link. We would love to have you join us for our streaming. Again, all the proceeds are going towards our employment program pilot for veterans. So we're very excited. I want to give a big shout out to the Ontario government and Mr. Ford, as I will be sitting down with Mr. Ford on February 20th for a one-on-one interview at Queen's Park, thanking him for supporting the Disability Channel over the last 7 years, where we have had an 85% success rate of job placement for persons with disabilities and veterans, either part-time or full-time. It means so much that the Ontario government has recognized what we wanted to do and help us implement that dream. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank SIRIUS XM. I want to thank RBC. I want to thank United Way. We have a really big, this is off topic, but we have a real big meeting coming up with the seniors of Halton, as I take care of my mom and dad, and I know how much our seniors need the help. So we're going to be starting a program where we're going to be blending our youth with our seniors, because our seniors are the gem of the world and they deserve all the respect and the help we can offer. So thank you.
Last thing I'll say before we go, notice that Jay called him Mr. Ford and not Premier Ford. That's how close Jay, I don't know. I'm just having some fun with that. Jay Stoyan, he's the founder of the Disability Channel. Tara Kai Mains is a social media influencer and musician. And we also had Richie Onori from Sweet. It's a great pleasure to talk to all three of you just generally, but the fact that there's this great event, Vet Stock, happening for veterans Sunday, February 2nd, not to mention all the stuff Jay's doing with the Invictus Games. It would have been just fun to talk to all three of you regardless, but the fact that we're doing it for a good cause as well, it genuinely warms my heart and makes my day. So thank you all for this.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
That's it for the Bilal Vakani Hour. You can follow me on Twitter at BilalV87.